So we're going to be installing undermounts, and for our undermounts, the bottom slide mounts right on top of the bottom fixed shelf. It might not match up to the machine screw in the panel, so you might just actually have to screw it. And another screw on the back. We know we have a 7.5 inch draw face. Now, we know the location for our next draw slide. But for this one, since there's no fixed shelf, we are able to attach it right to the panel hole that's provided. The back hole still will not match up on the slides, so you will need to use a square. Set your square on your slide and on your panel. Make sure you're square. And attach that with a screw. For our next drawer, we will be attaching our side mount full extension slides. Same as the other ones. You'll locate where your next drawer is going to go. So this will be the mark for our next 7.5 inch drawer. That if we were to have a fixed shelf, that's where your fixed shelf would be. The drawer would sit above that. Obviously, we don't have a fixed shelf dividing them, but we just use that to guide ourselves as to where our drawers will end. So for a side mount, we don't place it directly as if we were to place it directly on the bottom. We go up 2 holes. So we go up to our second hole. And we attach it as such. Again, in the back, as you can tell, you will not be able to use the hole in the panel. So once again, set yourself a square on top of your slide, and you can go ahead and attach that with the mounting holes provided on the slide. And repeat. Again, you want to make sure that your slide is square to your panel by placing the square above your slide and then using the provided mounting screw for your slide. The last drawer we'll be installing is one of our Zargon drawers. And for the Zargon slides, we have left and rights. With our Zargons, unlike the other slides where the Blum, as I've said, we mount directly to the bottom. The side mounts, we actually mount 2 holes above the bottom. With our Zargons, it's the reverse. They actually get mounted on top. So this will be a Zargon drawer, and we're mounting our slide right underneath our top fixed shelf. Alright, once we have our slides in, what I like to do is I like to put extra screws inside. We have various mounting holes. It's always a good idea to put a couple extra screws in there. Put a few extra screws in all the slides. Now we just need to install the rods. Put your rod cups in. There we go. Alright, so now our last thing to do, we've got our drawers in, we've adjusted them. The last thing is to place our drawer handles. Again, the preference is up to you. We tend to go with dead center. I've already found my center mark. I'm now going to just drill my holes out. What do we have here? 13 3/8 is 13 5/8, 7.5, 6.5, 6.5, and 3/8, 6.5, 6 7/8, 6 13/16. What it is.